So we've talked about the journey, we've talked about the essence of food, and I want to bring it to holidays. So where we are, holidays is the one time that people come together, right?
Hmm.
Come together for food. One thing you mentioned in your book is that we don't RSVP
No,
at all. We don't we don't say,
no,
please let me know when you're gonna come up,
no,
when you're gonna show up.
you
No, we
show
don't
up.
do that,
And
right?
it's not just even for holidays. It's just
Well,
a
that's
gathering where you
where
hear a
Yeah,
gathering. Period. Nobody really
yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm getting to. So um for somebody that is is kind of getting to know immigrants, like they just admire them. I've had people that, you know what, I just
Mhm.
like your style of how you guys do things. Like, it is so different, it is so, like, it is out of my view of things, right? How do you explain to somebody that is looking at immigrants life and seeing them do this thing with, okay, I'm just gonna show up and we're all just gonna eat in this big bowl together, or like those nostalgic things that are, that make food so special to us, especially during the, I would say gathering. I don't even want to say holiday,
Yeah,
but you can replicate it, or you can compare it to a holiday where we are right now. What are some of
yeah.
those things that come to mind that you can let that person understand, of get them an
So
insight
part
into?
of being an immigrant is also always having this uh, 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 um, juggling of both worlds, I
Yeah.
call it, right?
Mhm,
And I
mhm,
also feel like sometimes I sometimes call it almost like a Humpty Dumpty. You're sitting on this world where you're neither here nor there, because you have to create, it's almost like this third world or this third zone that you are in, because you're not 100% African or Sierra Leonean in our example. You're not 100% American. You're this other. And so making this other zone or other world that you're in is encompassing both scenarios and making a new one. And so part of it is when you're introducing people to your world, you also have to let them know that this is yours, that you have created based
mm,
on your experience and your situations that you've had. And so one size does not fit all. We
mm.
do not RSVP because we have a habit of cooking large. We have a habit of cooking for strangers that may show up, which is something that we have brought from our country, our
Yep.
home countries, because you never know who's going to show up, who's going to visit, because we don't give heads up. And we
Mm,
want to make sure that when someone comes to visit, you have food to give or to share with them.
yep.
And so that's what we've carried over here, where when we don't RSVP. And I think another reason why we have that habit of not RSVPing is also you get to get, I don't even call it a doggy bag, but to go, um, the
To go
leftovers,
bowl.
right? To go bowls, because now you have enough that will probably last you another week. And I think the time that it takes to prepare some of our food also does not give the opportunity for some people to cook it on a regular basis. And so when we have these gatherings, it's an opportunity for them to eat and reflect, and talk about home and what it means during the holidays or during a gathering wherein we get to have our traditional meals. So when you're inviting someone that is not from your culture, the first thing you have to let them know is the time situation, that we do not start on time, nor do we end on time. And part of it is because of just the way we do things. Now, does that mean we do not have respect for time? Maybe. Is there an opportunity there for us to do better at it? Yes, because of where we are now. I think there's an opportunity there for us to do better. We also have to let them know that we are a loud, energetic, noisy group of people, but it's all love, and that is how we engage, right? And so just kind of give them a little heads up of what to
Mhm.
expect and let them know we mean no harm. It's all love, and you know, just go with the flow. Feel free to ask
I just
questions,
love how
and
you say that. That is beautifully said.
it is. It is. And so those types of things, because I think even for us as immigrants, when we come to America and we go to these situations and experiences, we know it's completely different. But because of the way we've been raised culturally, we would be quiet and sit in a little corner and not ask questions unless you finally understand what's going on. And so we
Yeah.
can apply that by opening, and we always do that anyway. Well, our house is open, come on in, do whatever, and that type of thing. So, yeah, and enjoy the food and make sure you warn them about the ones that are super spicy because, you know, we may not always have the test Pepto-Bismol or Imodium to have.
I just see flashes of non-immigrants that show up at events, and I can just see all the different
Yeah.
scenarios. And sometimes the deer headline, like,
Mhm.
what did I just walk into?
I always do a prep class. Like even for when I have functions for me, remember for Janice's graduation, I'm like, we need a sign. We need to let them know what is in this food or the spice level. So when they're going, they know. The
Yep.
good thing about it is we are such a melting pot now that people are more and being more and more aware about
Mhm.
these different dishes and
Yeah.
what to expect and be considerate.
Yeah.
And I think it all comes from just books and stories such as these, right?
Yes.
Kitchens of Hope brings that. And when you talk to people, they go, and whenever we do those book tours, you know, you ask someone, how many of you have had a pho where you get hands? How many people have had biryani that are non-Indian or Asians? And so we are experiencing different food groups. We are experiencing other cultures, but are we there to the point where everyone can be accommodating and understanding of others? No. But we
Mhm.
are getting there, and we
Yeah.
have an opportunity to be better and do better when we are in those situations. So
That's
let's
great. That is
take.
beautiful.
Hey, it's Fumi. Join us for the full episode. It should be on your screen somewhere here, or check down in the description box and you want to listen to the whole story. Catch you over there.